Our cover story tonight is about Afghanistan. When Kabul fell, it created an immediate security challenge for India. The rise of the Taliban would give a safe sanctuary to terror groups. We had told you about this. Those fears are now coming true. Almost a year after the fall of Kabul, terrorists are stepping up their activities in Afghanistan. There has been a slew of bombings in the country this week. The Islamic State has claimed responsibility for some. It is feared that the ISIS is stepping up its operations. The Taliban say they have defeated the ISIS, but not only do they remain active, they are seriously challenging the Taliban's regime. And they are not the only ones. The Al Qaeda is spreading its wings as well. It has floated a regional branch and it is recruiting more fighters. Both of these groups, the ISIS and the Al Qaeda, now looking beyond Afghanistan. They want to carry out attacks outside Afghanistan. What kind of a threat do these groups pose to India? On Gravitas tonight, we will bring you an assessment. First, let's tell you about the deadly blast in Afghanistan. 4 cities have been rocked by the blasts. In Mazar-e-Sharif, a mosque was targeted by a bomb. At least 12 people have died. The bomb detonated remotely. It was inside a bag. It exploded when the mosque was packed with worshippers. Next, a vehicle was blown up near a police station in Kunduz. 4 people died, 18 were injured. There was an attack in Nangarhar as well. Here, 4 members of the Taliban were killed. Even the capital, Kabul, was not spared. A mine went off in the Niyaz-Bek area. 2 children were wounded. Earlier this week, a school was rocked by 2 back-to-back explosions in Kabul. 6 people were killed in those attacks. And before we came on the air, we got reports of 2 more explosions, one in Kabul and one in Kunduz. Again, casualties are feared. So this week, Afghanistan has suffered 7 explosions in total. And there is one thing that is consistent about all of these bombings. The Islamic State Khorasan or ISIS-K. I'm talking about the same group that carried out the Kabul airport bombing in 2021. All attacks from this week fit a pattern. They are similar to the previous strikes carried out by this group, the ISIS-K. The Taliban has made some arrests today. The man behind the bombings in Mazar-e-Sharif was nabbed. But is this enough? Is grabbing just a few terrorists going to be enough? Not at all. Terror groups like the ISIS-K are expanding quickly. They are adding more terrorists to their ranks. In January this year, the United Nations Security Council was given an assessment. We have a copy of it. It is now on your screen. This report had 2 conclusions. Number 1, the Taliban has not taken any steps to limit activities of foreign terrorists. And number 2, and this is perhaps the most important conclusion, terrorist groups enjoy greater freedom in Afghanistan than at any time in recent history. Which groups are being talked about here? We've already told you about ISIS-K. The other threat is Al Qaeda. America waged a war to end the Al Qaeda after 9/11. They managed to gun down its founder, Osama bin Laden. But the US could not completely eliminate the Al Qaeda. And now the Al Qaeda is making a comeback. It has created a local affiliate, Al Qaeda in the Indian subcontinent. Afghanistan is now the main hub for the Al Qaeda. Reports claim several of its leaders could have taken refuge there. I'm talking about names like Ayman al-Zawahiri, the leader of the Al Qaeda, Saif al-Adil, a high-ranking member of the group, and Amin Muhammad ul-Haq Sam Khan, another senior member. Al Qaeda is believed to have doubled its number of recruits in Afghanistan. Again, the United Nations Security Council was given a report about this. This one is from February this year. Earlier, Al Qaeda had fewer than 200 members. Now it is believed to have 400 fighters. Allegedly, they are being recruited from around South Asia. The list of countries including Afghanistan, Bangladesh, Myanmar, Pakistan, and India. And that is the big worry. Afghanistan is in India's backyard. And the Taliban regime is turning Afghanistan into a hub for terrorism. US intelligence agencies have made some assessments as well. They say the Al Qaeda and the ISIS-K are developing new capabilities. They want to conduct external operations. They could achieve these capabilities as early as this year. This poses a national security challenge for New Delhi. Already, terrorists are using Afghanistan as a launch pad. They are trying to destabilize the neighbors of Afghanistan. On Monday, the ISIS-K put out a video. It claimed that the group fired 10 rockets at a military base in Uzbekistan. The video showed rockets taking off from Afghanistan. These are worrying developments. The Taliban regime is giving refuge to terrorists. And if this continues, it could threaten the stability of South and Central Asia. WION now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the news on the move.